Okay, so this is a battle between me and the therockerboy161 for Empoleon79's tournament. It's round 2, and I have to say this was a really intense battle. It got really lucky and really intense, especially towards the end. Anyways, he leads off with Swampert. I lead off with Registeel. He goes for the Earthquake, which is super effective. It does about half to me, and I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks after that. It did a surprising amount. I didn't think it would do that much, even though it was super effective. I just go for Stealth Rocks for all the damage it's going to do later. Then I call him back and switch into Gengar, predicting the Earthquake again. He probably predicted me to stay in, so he went for the Earthquake. A lot of these guys are Scarves. In fact, I think this guy might be Choice Banded, because that did so much. Plus, he's only using Earthquake over and over. A lot of his team was like Choice Banded or Scarfed or whatever. So yeah, he uses Swampert, and he gets taken out by Giga Drain from my Gengar, which I thought was pretty epic on my part. It took him out in one hit. So then he goes into Jirachi. I'm predicting a Psych-type move against this Poison-type Ghost. Somehow it's shiny, so I'm not sure how legit that Jirachi is. Anyways, I switched out, and I go into Metal Death. It was a pretty good prediction, because this was the funniest play in the entire battle. Check it out. He uses Trick, and I have a Choice Scarf attached to mine, and he has a Choice Scarf attached to his Jirachi, so it pretty much didn't really work out for him. Just wasted a move. So I figured that out, that he's Choice Scarf. He goes into Gyarados. I use an Earthquake just because I wanted to get some damage on that Jirachi, even though I knew he was going to switch out. I didn't know he had a Gyarados. So whatever, I pretty much waste a turn. He got some Stealth Rock damage. He heals up with some lefties. I'm just sitting there, and I'm waiting for him to attack. I think I switch out, because I know he's probably going to do Stab Waterfall. I just go back into Registeel. But instead, he goes for a Dragon Dance, so I'm thinking it's going to try and sweep. So I just go for the Explosion, because I know I can't really do much else with Registeel for this battle. He gets some more lefties. I'm sitting there too. I just sit there for a sec. He goes for a Taunt, which I thought was really stupid. He took a long time to choose that. I think he thought I was going to go for like a Thunder Wave or a Toxic or something like that, and he didn't want me to ruin the sweep. But I just go straight for the Explosion, and he dies. So that's good. I pretty much avoided a potential sweep there by Gyarados. So that was a pretty good call on my part. So he dies. And I died too because of the Explosion. I send out Meta Death again. Metal. Oh, God. I'm being really stupid with my tongue stuff. He switches into Ooga Booga. And since I'm Scarfed, I think I'm going to be faster than this. And I just go for the straight Meteor Mash with stab damage, and it's like really powerful and stuff like that. No way. Miss Mage is just going to live that. I take it out in one hit. And it's down. So yeah, it dies. And the crit wasn't even necessary, obviously. I mean, it's not going to live that anyways unless it was, like, defense trained. Now he sends out Jirachi again, and this guy's going to become a real pest in a second. So he takes a while to decide again. I switch out, and I go into Ragnarok. He actually goes back and uses a U-turn. So, yeah. I was predicting some sort of, like, physical move, an Earthquake of some sort. I don't know why. So I just switch into that. He switches into WTF, his Porygon 3. His special attack is raised, so I'm a little bit afraid. I go out because this guy is a beast. Porygon 3 is a beast. I switch into Gengar. He uses Ice Beam, and I'm thinking I'm going to be able to take it, but no. I find out that this guy is, I think he's Scarfed. He might be Spec'd. But I get the Freeze Hacks. It's terrible right there. So I try and go for a Destiny Bond, but somehow it outspeeds me again. So I'm thinking it's Scarfed or Spec of some sort, because it really can't be that fast to outspeed. I don't know. That play was pretty amazing right there. So he switches out when he sees my Physical coming in. He goes back into Jirachi, and this is when Jirachi gets really annoying. He's debating whether or not to switch out, so am I. I just go for the straight meteor mash because I knew he would predict me to switch out. I just wanted to see how much it would do. It actually does an okay amount. I was hoping for the attack boost. He goes for Iron Head, and oh god, it just gets worse from there. I flinch the next turn because I had gone meteor mash on that switch. So I flinch once, I flinch again, he gets a double flinch hacks right there, so I'm just like, you know what, screw this, I'm switching out. I switch out to Electivire just to make sure that I don't get too much damage on that. Now here's where it's stupid. I forgot that Jirachi can't have a Levitate, it only has Serene Grace, so I don't go for the Earthquake because I forgot, and I go for the Fire Punch instead. Luckily this Iron Head does not flinch me. So, I just go straight for the Fire Punch. And I probably should have gone for the Earthquake because, check this out, Jirachi is going to live with, like, 1 HP, which is, like, the most retarded thing ever. Oh, God. Man, the battle could have turned out so much differently if the Jirachi would have gone down. So now it starts using Iron Head over and over and over again. And I keep on getting flinched. Here's the first flinch, and then another flinch in a row and a row. Oh, God, it's so freaking annoying. He got so lucky with those flinches, man. If I would have gone for Earthquake there, this battle would have, like, ended a lot sooner. I wouldn't have had as much trouble. So I flinch again, and I get lefties, so I'm like, you know what? I'm either going to die or I'm going to hit this guy. So he goes again, because he's Choice Scarf, and I die. My Electivire dies. So I'm like, you know what? Oh, God, this is retarded. So I go ahead and switch into my Metal Death. So I go straight for an Earthquake. He goes for another Iron Head. Hoping it's not going to flinch. It gets a critical hit. And if it flinched, I would have been so mad because a crit and a flinch would have been like, oh god, you have so many hacks. But I just go straight for the Earthquake, just because I want to get rid of it, and I'm kind of angry at this point. So yeah, I get rid of that there. He switches into WTF. I know I'm not going to be able to take a special attack from this guy. He gets some stealth rough damage. And his special attack gets raised, so I know I'm not going to be able to survive anything from this guy, because this guy's, like, 400-something special attack. He takes me out easily with a hidden power or whatever. So I know it's that hidden power or whatever, if it's probably a fighting type. So I switch into Dragonite, knowing that he's going to have to switch out too. And it gets rid of that special attack boost right there. He goes into Breloom, and I just go straight for the Outrage, just because I wanted to try and kill that Porygon Z. Didn't know if it was going to switch out or not. So I go for an Outrage. God, it almost kills it. It gets so freaking close. It gets like 1 HP again. And then it gets poisoned by the Toxic Orb. And I was hoping the poison damage would happen that turn. That way I wouldn't have to waste another Outrage. But it doesn't, so I just waste another Outrage, and I'm at risk of being confused. So I'm down to my last one, and I know that Porygon Z has the Ice Beam, so I'm like, oh my god, please have a Yache Berry. Please, I hope I attach a Yache Berry to this thing. So Point Stones, get into it. Luckily, it gets an attack boost here, instead of a special attack. But that's not going to matter at all. I don't have a Yache Berry, and it's going to knock out with ×4 and all that special attack that it has behind it. So that sucks. It's gonna knock me out, and I'm like, oh crap. All I have left is my Ragnarok, my Rhyperior now, and god, I don't think it can live in an Ice Beam. So I'm like yelling, live, 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 and I'm like totally like praying for it to live this Ice Beam. God, it's so scary. Like, he came in with the Ice Beam, and I'm like, oh god, I'm totally doomed now. So my HP is going down, and I'm about to die. This was the most intense and most lucky part of the battle, because I live, and I use a Brick Break, and I win. Oh my god, it was the most amazing play of the battle. So lucky there, so remarkable, and it's all because he didn't get that special attack boost, he got that attack boost at the end. So I got really lucky. Yeah, god, it was amazing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the battle. I'll show you round 3 when it comes around. That was round 2 I won. I'll keep you posted with the tournament, and so yeah, subscribe, and there you go.